Desert Tyrant Khufra. Passive, Spell Curse. Khufra can activate the Spell Curse once in a while to boost his next basic attack with extra attack range, extra damage, and the slow effect. The enhanced basic attack also restores his HP when hitting an enemy target. Spell Curse's cooldown is reduced each time Khufra applies a control effect to enemy heroes. First skill, Tyrant's Revenge. Khufra casts his first skill to pull the bandage on his arms to prepare for a charge. He launches himself in the target direction when the player releases the skill button, dealing damage to enemies on his path. Upon reaching the furthest distance or hitting an enemy hero, Khufra immediately stops, dealing damage to nearby enemies and knocking them airborne. Second skill, Bouncing Ball. Khufra casts his second skill to use the bandage to wrap himself into a magic bouncing ball, increasing his physical and magic defense. Enemy heroes attempting to move across Khufra will be knocked airborne. Each time the ball hits the ground, it deals magic damage to nearby enemies and slows them down. Ultimate, Tyrant's Rage. Khufra casts his ultimate to pull nearby enemies towards his front, dealing damage and slowing them down. Enemies that are knocked against walls will take extra damage and will be stunned instead of slowed. In the laning phase, Khufra uses his first skill to aim while charging, before launching himself to CC the enemy target. He then deals damage and slows the target with his enhanced basic attack, and follows up with his second skill to keep the target slowed. In teamfights, Khufra should open with his first skill, then his ultimate for area control. Follow up with his second skill to prevent the enemy from escaping with their dash or blink skills. Khufra has exceptional ambush abilities and is suited to fight in the jungle areas. However, Khufra relies heavily on his first skill to deal damage and CC. If his first skill does not hit the target, his CC chain becomes much weaker. We recommend upgrading Khufra's first skill at level 1, then prioritize upgrading it. Khufra's first skill is his main CC tool, allowing him to ambush the enemy by pre-charging in the bushes. Khufra's first skill has a shorter cooldown if it is cancelled while charging, so it's a good idea to cancel and try again if you couldn't find a suitable target while charging. Cursed Helmet is Khufra's core piece of equipment, which works exceptionally well with his second skill, allowing the skill to deal extra damage to all enemies hit. Build Immortality in the late game to boost Khufra's survivability in teamfights. We recommend the Vengeance battle spell for Khufra because it allows him to tank more damage during a teamfight. We also recommend the Flicker battle spell for him. He can combine Flicker with his ultimate to look for better opportunities to slam the enemies into walls. Khufra's second skill can be used to interrupt movement abilities, making him strong against heroes who fight with their movement abilities such as Joy and Lancelot. Khufra is countered by resilient tank heroes, as his CC abilities pose no threat to these heroes. Heroes like Fredrin and Glue are good examples here. Khufra works best with heroes with strong CC abilities that make it easier for his first skill to hit, such as Eudora and Farza. Khufra should anticipate enemy attacks and pre-charge his first skill to catch the attackers off guard. In the mid to late game, Khufra should look for opportunities to ambush enemy heroes with his first skill and decide, based on the situation, whether to finish them off with his ultimate or to retreat with a defense bonus from his second skill.